I'm Don Purok. I'm an associate professor of educational policy, leadership, and innovation in the School of Education at the University of Michigan. I'd like to welcome you to the Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement MicroMasters program. This MicroMasters is a coordinated series of courses that provide graduate-level learning opportunities in the online environment. It's a new type of credential that practicing professionals can use to advance their knowledge, their capabilities, and their careers. For those interested in deeper study, it's also a new form of coordination between online learning experiences and the School of Education's campus-based Master of Arts programs. The program was developed by the School of Education in collaboration with the Ross School of Business, the Office of Academic Innovation, and the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching. We were also supported by a host of practicing educational innovators who brought their ideas, voices, and passions to the program. I'd like to begin your experience in the program exactly where we begin when students join us on campus, with a very warm welcome to the University of Michigan and with a brief orientation to the program. We're launching Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement at an exciting moment. A moment of renewal and reinvention in education in the United States and around the world. Complex dynamics, social, political, economic, are creating needs and opportunities to pursue new aims for student learning, new approaches to classroom instruction, and new strategies for school and system organization. Addressing these needs and seizing these opportunities will require transformative innovation. Change that disrupts and reconstructs the fundamental understandings, norms, practices, and organizational forms that structure education. It will also require continuous improvement, change that has educational professionals learning to collaborate in new ways, in new types of classrooms, schools, and systems to realize new ambitions for excellence and equity in education. With Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement, our goal is to catalyze a diverse learning community committed to working together to renew and reinvent education in the U.S. and around the world. Some members of this community are aspiring and early career leaders. They're currently working as teachers, teacher leaders, designers, coaches, evaluators. Others are senior leaders, working as principals, superintendents, political appointees, elected officials. Some members of this community work within the formal educational governance structure in schools, local districts, state agencies, and ministries. Others work beyond, in private schools, nonprofit organizations, universities, think tanks, consulting firms. Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement is designed as a gathering place for this leadership community, a context in which its diverse members develop collective identity, common cause, professional relationships, and deep friendships. It's designed to provide members of the community with a robust professional knowledge base, leading theory, research, and cases to frame, inform, and guide their collaborative efforts to transform classrooms, schools, and systems. It's also designed to develop capabilities among members to work together in new ways and to greater effect. For example, by mobilizing practices and principles of positive organizational scholarship and improvement science to incubate promising approaches, solve persistent problems, and work continuously to elevate performance. Finally, it's designed with the intention that those who complete the program will remain active members of the community, sharing their perspectives and practices from the cutting edge of educational innovation and improvement. Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement is a series of 5 courses: Leading Ambitious Teaching and Learning, Designing and Leading Learning Systems, Introduction to Improvement Science in Education, Case Studies in Continuous Improvement, and the Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement Capstone. Each course includes 4 to 6 modules. These modules are designed to be completed in roughly 2 hours each, 1 per week. In these courses, participants will engage in personal reflections, collegial discussions, group tasks, and case studies. They'll do so in the context of the courses, in discussion boards, and via social media. That, in turn, will have them engaging participants across the globe who are currently taking the program, program completers who remain active members of the community, and even people from beyond the community who are interested in joining it. The program is self-paced, and participants are free to proceed through these courses in any order. Even so, the courses are actually designed to be taken in a particular sequence, and participants will get the most out of the program by proceeding in this sequence. The first two courses are designed to disrupt widely held understandings of educational innovation and improvement and to build new understandings in their place. They're also designed to widen our participants' field of view and to increase their sense of agency. The first course, Leading Ambitious Teaching and Learning, centers on constructing new visions for the work of students, teachers, and educational leaders. In contrast to didactic, teacher-centered instruction, this course examines instruction in which students and teachers collaborate to engage authentic content and tasks with the aim of developing new knowledge and skills, new ways of thinking and reasoning, and new regard for themselves and for others. In contrast to targeted improvement initiatives, this course examines systems thinking as an approach to developing coordinated arrays of supports for ambitious teaching and learning. And in contrast to a single leader guiding these improvement efforts, the course examines diverse, distributed leadership teams with different members in different roles contributing unique knowledge, skills, and values to systemic improvement efforts. Now, creating one classroom of this sort would be a major accomplishment. Creating an entire school of such classrooms would be exceptional. And creating an entire system would be extraordinary. The challenge, though, is that realizing educational equity and excellence will require making the extraordinary ordinary. The second course, Designing and Leading Learning Systems, is a first step towards doing just that by framing new understandings of the practice, the actual work of large-scale educational innovation and improvement. In contrast to images of lone innovators squirreled away in their workshops and their labs, the course examines educational innovation and improvement as communities of educational professionals working in new types of learning systems to transform, improve, and coordinate their practice. It examines innovators as diverse teams of leaders collaborating to design and manage these learning systems. And it brings these images to life by examining leading case studies of large-scale educational innovation and improvement as novel types of learning systems. So again, these first two courses are designed to support participants in confronting and unlearning widely held understandings and, in their place, constructing a new framework, a new foundation for thinking and reasoning about the practice, the day-to-day work of educational innovation and improvement. The third and fourth courses are designed to build on that foundation by supporting participants in developing the knowledge and skills needed to build and work within their own learning systems. The third course, Introduction to Improvement Science in Education, was designed in collaboration with the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching. The Carnegie Foundation is a national leader in supporting educational professionals in using evidence-driven continuous improvement to identify and solve problems of practice. This course takes participants from concept to classroom as they use principles and practices of improvement science to conceptualize problems of practice, understand the systems that give rise to these problems, devise, evaluate, and refine solutions, and develop change packages as a resource for scaling up those solutions. It includes a detailed case study of one system's successful efforts to use improvement science to address a pressing problem. Participants in the course will work as apprentices to this effort and learn through observation and reflection. Participants will also begin applying principles and practices of improvement science to other opportunities, needs, and problems in schools. The fourth course, Case Studies in Continuous Improvement, was also designed in collaboration with the Carnegie Foundation. This course examines 3 different applications of improvement science in the educational context: addressing problems of practice and designing solutions, managing for effective implementation and for scaling, and optimizing practices once they're established. The 5th and final course, the Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement Capstone, creates an opportunity for participants to assess their growth over the entire program. This includes growth in their dispositions towards the work of leading educational innovation and improvement, growth in their foundational knowledge, and growth in their capabilities to apply that knowledge in practice. So this is our goal: to catalyze a community of leaders committed to working together to renew and reinvent education. This is our community, a diverse group of impassioned educators, reformers, researchers, and policymakers, all collaborating with each other and with experts around the world. This is our program, a gathering place where members of this community develop the relationships, norms, knowledge, and capabilities needed to ensure that all students become welcome, contributing members of our dynamic, changing societies. And this is our calling: to go farther together toward realizing ambitions for equity and excellence in education. On behalf of the School of Education, the Ross School of Business, the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching, and all members of our community, welcome to the MicroMasters in Leading Educational Innovation and Improvement. Welcome to the University of Michigan.